This is the Atomic Trivia War 9000. I'm your host, Jason Hawk. Let's meet our contestants for the night. From Toronto, Canada, he is Kevin Archibald.
I am still remain. I was waiting for a witty something or other there. I guess you didn't get around to that this week?
No, I really didn't. I just figured, hey, we've got 30 questions to get through tonight, 30 awesome trivia
Holy
questions.
shit.
Let's just streamline this stuff. I don't have to make fun of each one of you every single week in the intro.
Yes, you do.
Do I?
No, you just make fun of us every week. Doesn't matter.
Okay, let's try that then. From Costa Rica, he's bald and bananas. Omar Hernandez.
That was just lazy, man.
I know. That's all I got. I like you. It's hard to come up with a bad, insult. And from Portland, Oregon. Nothing? Oh, the glare of death. From Seattle, Washington. She's Rochelle Mantanona.
What's up?
Not a whole lot, unless you count knowing your Geek TV as being something to be up. We've got 30 questions, like I mentioned here tonight, and we're doing this through Kahoot. You all have your Kahoot answer boards up. Let's get started. We're playing the classic game. Everybody ready to join? Get your phone, your tablet, your laptop out now. The game pin that we're working on is 75648. Tap that in there, and we'll all play it together.
Connect.
Now, I wrote all these questions. I'm hoping that we can get some traction here. There's some pretty tough ones in the mix tonight.
You know what would have been awesome? Next time I'll do that. I'll troll you guys. Good time.
No, don't troll. Don't troll. All right, I'm pressing the start button. Here we go. 30 questions, Atomic Trivia War 9000. We're on our way. Question number 1. In Star Trek, the original series, how long was the USS Enterprise's mission intended to last? Was it 3 years, 5 years, never-ending, or ongoing? Everybody chose 5 years, and that's the correct answer.
I'm amazed.
I didn't know it. I just guessed.
5-year mission to explore strange new worlds, right?
Yes. When you say original series, you mean like original season, right? Because it changed to ongoing, right? Or did it not?
I think it changed to ongoing in Next Gen.
It definitely was ongoing in Next Gen, yeah.
Yeah.
Or
All right.
continuing. It said continuing at some point.
It was continuing. Yes, I can hear Picard doing it now. Continuing mission. Next question here. All right. Omar, by the way, fastest on the buzzer, 916. Kevo, 902. Ro, 882. No worries. Each time Dr. Sam Beckett jumped in Quantum Leap, he would look around and say blank. Would he say not again, holy cow, now what, or oh boy? Oh, another three-way tie. Everybody chose oh boy, which is the correct answer. Well done, everybody.
Gushy told me that one.
Oh boy. I never really watched Quantum Leap as a little kid. I thought it was boring compared to things like Knight Rider.
I did, but in Spanish, so I completely just... Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
In Spanish, did he say, oh hombre, or oh chico?
What did he say? Did he have the same thing? Did he say the same thing every time?
Can't remember.
Interesting.
Kevin's still fastest on the buzzer, but only by a fragment of a second. Look at that. 1846 for Kev. Row 1811 catching up, moving up into the second place spot. Omar 1796. Not bad, everybody. Ready for question 3?
Let's do it.
In Firefly, which member of the Serenity's crew has a gun nicknamed Vera? Is it Jane, Mal, Zoe, or Wash? Everybody rang in very quickly, but the first split. It sounds like Omar got this one wrong.
I've never watched Firefly.
What?
You're not missing much.
Oh
honest.
no! Snap, son! All right,
I'm
we
not
just
saying I'm
lost all our
missing much.
listeners.
Yeah, really, it's okay. You don't need to watch it.
It's a great
So the
show.
correct answer was Jane. Both Kevin and Ro got that one. Omar, you picked Zoe?
Yeah, who's Zoe?
Sorry.
She is the wife of Wash. She's like Mal's right-hand man.
Omar, you should
kinda
at
want
least
to know.
watch the film. You should at least watch the film because my wife started watching the film with having not seen the series, and it really resonated with her, even though she didn't see the series. And then she went back and watched the series.
You know what, though? I was just talking with Richard Smith about this. Adam Baldwin and all of his racism and homophobia has
hasn't
really
colored it for you,
turned
has
me
it?
off. Well, we
Mhm.
don't use the word colored.
Has it colored your perception of the original series?
Yes.
That's bad. That shouldn't be the case.
It hasn't, but it makes me not enjoy Jane as much.
We've had this discussion before. We've had it about Michael Jackson. We've had it about Bill Cosby. We've had it about the friggin' Ride of the Valkyries. You can't let the habits of the artist affect the art.
With him, it does, though. He's very annoying. He's ruined Chuck for me as well.
That's fine. That was not going to begin with.
It was good. It just went on too long.
Kevin staying in the lead. Next question
Jeez.
here. What is the pejorative nickname of the human survivors? The pejorative nickname the human survivors use for Cylons on Battlestar Galactica. Are we talking rust buckets, Dratus, toasters, or fracs? And one person said fracs. Fess up.
Guess
Who was
who?
it?
Guess who?
Omar.
Guess who's never watched Battlestar Galactica before?
Oh man, that's good times.
I barely know what a Cylon is.
Kevin and Ro, you both chose toasters. Congratulations, you got that one right. And you're really leaving Omar behind in the dust here now. You guys are in the 3700s. Omar's in the 1700s, almost 1800s.
But this is, again, very one-sided. Come on. It's you and I, me and you, we do not share, like, our TV backgrounds are not in sync, man.
Fair enough.
Question number 5. In Game of Thrones, what animal is on the sigil of House Baratheon? Are we talking a bear, a boar, a stag, or a lion? Wow. See, you were all in sync on that one.
Oh.
Everybody got it right. The
Yeah,
correct
ask
answer
me.
is...
Ask me if I ever watched just a single episode of this thing.
Really? Did
But
you
you-
did you just guess Omar, or what happened there?
Yes, I've been guessing the whole time. That's what I've been trying to tell you guys.
You correctly chose stag because your reasoning was...
Nothing. It was just yellow, I guess.
Because it was when you say you've been guessing this whole time, do you mean tonight or for the last 5 years? Because neither would surprise me.
Yeah, honestly, the last 5 years.
Has it only been...
Especially tonight.
Moving forward. Question number 6. On Doctor Who, what actor played the 10th Doctor after Christopher Eccleston left the show? Was it Matt Smith, Peter Capaldi, Tom Baker, or David Tennant?
Nice.
Omar, you guessed correctly again. Well done.
That's
The,
David
the word
Tennant.
guess. The word guess is very accurate.
David Tennant picked up after Christopher Eccleston. I liked Christopher Eccleston, by the way.
Yeah.
I liked that first season.
Yeah.
Everybody bags on him, but I liked him.
Not a single episode in my life.
Wow.
I stopped watching a few episodes into the David Tennant run. I was like, nah, this is not the same thing anymore.
It's not the same, but Tennant was good though. I don't know. I've watched every single one so far, but I don't love them as much as I did.
Next question, moving forward here. 7. What actor has appeared in the most episodes of The X-Files?
Oh dear.
David Duchovny, Gillian Anderson, William B. Davis, or Mitch Pileggi? Gillian Anderson is the correct answer. 2 of you got it, and Omar missed it. Is that accurate,
You're just
Omar?
assuming it's Omar.
Yeah, but I mean, I thought it was a trick question because of course it's going to be either David Duchovny or Gillian Anderson. So I thought
chose-
this is a trap.
You chose William B. Davis, who is the cigarette-smoking man. Not a bad guess, I suppose.
I don't know who he is.
Gillian Anderson. Remember, David Duchovny left the show toward the end,
Yeah.
but she stayed on.
It was a big to-do in Canada.
Everyone in my school had a crush on her.
Next question here, question 8 of 30. In Buffy the Vampire Slayer, which villain is the big bad of season 1? Angel, Spike, the Master, or Adam?
Boy.
Correct answer is the Master, and only
Yes!
Nice. Nice. I am totes wrong on that one.
Oh, thank God.
setting yourself ahead there, Ro, with your correct answer of the Master. Well done. Now, that might catapult you into the lead. Kevin and Omar, you both chose Spike. He was actually the big bad of season 2.
I only watched the movie.
Yeah.
That has nothing to do with the series.
I never really watched that show.
Me neither. That was a complete guess.
I watched an awful lot of it in college.
Mm.
It wasn't good. I just kept on watching them.
It had moments of
All right.
of good though.
It had good dialogue,
Yeah.
right? It had good dialogue.
Joss Whedon was finding his feet.
Next. And Ro, yes, you are in the lead by 800 or so points. 829 to be exact. On CW's The Flash, Dr. Caitlin Snow is shown as what supervillain in an alternate universe? Is she Killer Frost, Cheetah, Lady Shiva, or Golden Glider? You tell me. Correct answer is Killer Frost. You all got it right, even though nobody watches that show.
There you
Freaking
go.
spoiler, man. I haven't watched that season yet.
It's not really a spoiler.
Well, Snow. Think about that one.
Yeah.
That's why I chose Killer
Yeah, it
Frost.
It seemed like a
I-
trick question, but there you go.
Well, I kind of thought that you guys wouldn't choose that because you would think that it was too easy. See where we're going there? See where we're
Nope.
going? Reverse, 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 reverse psychology.
Wow.
But it didn't work. Your psychologies are already screwed up enough that you got it.
We just take everything
Yeah.
at face value as Canadians.
You're so honest and trusting.
Yep.
Question 10. Who was framed with the murders of Amy, Dawn, and Maudette in the first season of True Blood? Was it Bill Compton, Jason Stackhouse, Sookie Stackhouse, or Hoyt Fortenberry? Now, this is cast in your memories back quite a ways.
Yeah, that took me a while.
Jason Stackhouse is the correct answer. Two of you
Dude.
got it.
I watched this series, so there that is.
I even read the
I
books.
kind of wanted to. I never did. But the guy who did 6 Feet Under did this, right? And 6 Feet Under was so amazingly excellent. So I don't
True
know.
Never
Blood
finished.
was good, like the first 2 or 3 seasons.
They really had.
Yeah.
Then it all went to shit.
I hear that a lot.
Guilty pleasure. Guilty pleasure. I did not end up finishing out the series.
Neither did I.
Has it finished yet? I mean,
Yeah, I finished. Yeah, I finished a while ago.
It's done.
God, Eric is so hot.
I remember these conversations, Ro. You were quite into him.
Is that Mr. Sarsgaard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you got to watch Generation Kill. Sarsgaard's amazing in that.
You know, he never did get SARS, which just proves that he works.
He works
Yep.
as Sarsgaard.
That's a bad joke.
I know. It's
I thought it was
terrible.
But you're a
Skarsgård.
dad. We can expect that from you. You're a dad.
Next question. In Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., people with superpowers are called what? Are they Eternals, mutants, Kree, or Inhumans? Cast your votes now. Very
thinking-
quick, and everybody got it. Inhumans is the right answer.
See,
Yeah, that's not
I know
entirely
this
an
because I
accurate
know-
question,
I
by
know
the
the
way.
comics.
Index.
I know this because of comics, not because I watched this.
Inhumans is one of the classifications of powered people, though, in S.H.I.E.L.D.
Are they Eternals, though, Kevin? Because I made that one up. It's not the answer,
That's-
right?
no.
And we definitely know that they're not Kree. And we know that they're not mutants. So by process of elimination...
Well, the Kree might be called Inhumans. The Kree made the Inhumans.
Oh, good God. You're going to try to lawyer this question?
Well, hey, I got it right, so I'm not going to lawyer it too much.
Okay. What year did Star Trek The Next Generation debut on television, kids? And we're talking about in America on its first run, none of this
no.
like secondary market. Was it 1985, 87, 89, or 91?
Wow.
Oh, I got that wrong.
Wow.
all
Everybody
did.
got it wrong. It was
It
much
seemed
earlier.
newer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was trying to tie it into life events at that time, and I thought it was later. There that is.
It was ahead of its time apparently because you all chose 1991. In actuality, it came out in 1997 or 1987.
In my defense, it didn't start getting good till 1991. Season 1 and 2 are pretty
Almost.
rubbish. Season 1 and 2 are pretty rubbish.
Almost, yeah. 89, it would have gotten good. Season, like the end of season 2.
Yeah.
Next question here, and Ro, still holding a generous lead at this point, like 1,800 points. Marvel's first 4 direct-to-Netflix dramas are Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, and blank. Are we getting Doctor Strange, Spider-Woman, Mockingbird, or Iron Fist? Iron Fist is the answer. Everybody gets it.
By Loris Tyrell.
Yeah, it is Loris Tyrell.
Everyone gets Iron Fist. Congratulations. Well done. Moving on. What title hero's crime fighting partners include Captain Liberty, Batmanuel, and Arthur? Are we talking Darkwing Duck, the Adam West Batman, the Tick, or the Greatest American Hero? Apparently I'm making these too easy because you all three get this one correct again. You know, you've been getting the bell here when you all three get them correct.
Oh.
And the correct answer is the Tick.
Batmanuel.
You hear it's coming back, eh?
That was pretty fun.
It's been rumored to have come back or be coming back or in development or whatever for like 3 years.
No,
It doesn't need it.
It's totes
It's
coming
not
back.
needed.
It's a thing.
I don't think
On,
it's ropes.
on Amazon, maybe? Is that what I'm hearing?
Can't remember.
It's not something the world needs.
I really, really liked the live action series. I'm a big fan.
The animated one was pretty fun too.
I never really got into that, but I've watched all the episodes of the live action one with Putty several times now. Next question here, Ro, keeping your lead alive. In 2014, Neil deGrasse Tyson revived what classic science show created by Carl Sagan? Nova, National Geographic Presents, Beyond Tomorrow, or Cosmos? You guys are getting the answers before I can even finish the question. This is pretty amazing. You all got Cosmos.
Come on.
Cosmos Kramer.
Carl Sagan, come on.
We actually talked about this on a jam list or whatever. You gave us assignments on a podcast to talk about it, like watching it.
Did you enjoy it? I forget.
We'll get on that
No.
right
I
away.
fell asleep. I recently re-listened to that episode today. Well,
So you're just convincing me at this point to make questions harder next week.
No.
We should have the impossible one where we each get like one question the whole time.
Question 16. Pendleton Ward not only created this show, he also provides the voice of Lumpy Space Princess. Ro will get this one. Omar will get this one. Kevin will not get this one. Is this Adventure Time, Steven Universe, Regular Show, or Clarence? Kevin missed
I was
it.
gonna go with Adventure Time, but then when you said Row, I was like, oh, it must be Steven Universe.
Adventure Time is
Yep.
the correct answer.
That
Well
was
done, the
Adventure
two of you.
I'm slipping further.
You are. You're still in second
catching
place.
come on, Omar, go
That's
for
it. Yeah,
it.
Omar's
Omar has a resolve.
Omar's on my
You
heels.
don't count him out.
I smell blood.
Yeah,
That's just your apartment,
we're
though.
gonna need a bigger boat.
There have been all the there have been all the drug trafficking murders there.
Yeah, Omar did call and tell us the traffic was bad tonight. We honestly thought he meant trafficking.
The narco traficantes are bad tonight, guys. I'm
The
going to be
narcos
late.
are bad tonight.
I did not think that at all. You guys are horrible.
What group sang that Carmen Sandiego sneaks around the world from Kiev to Carolina? Was it the B Sharps, Rockapella, Pentatonics, or Pitch Perfect? Cast your votes now. Rockapella is the correct answer, and one person.
Oh
Who
man,
the fuck
Rose,
are those, and what the fuck is
uncatchable
this?
Omar, you never saw
Tell me
Where
that.
in the World is Carmen Sandiego?
Where
No.
in the world is
Tell me
Carmen?
that was a
San
guess, Ro.
Diego.
Did you know that, or was that a guess?
No, I knew that. When I saw the name, I was like, oh, Rockapella.
She watched the show on PBS.
Yes,
Yes.
but you would have to stay for all the credits to know which band sang the bloody theme song.
They said their name out in the beginning or whatever.
Yeah, right at the beginning they would shout it out.
They would say
Like, Yo,
Rockapella.
Rockapella, or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Omar, I see confusion on your face. Let me just explain a tiny little bit. Did you ever play the video game Where in the World, or Where in the
I
USA,
know-
or
I
Where
know
in
it-
Time?
I know it's a girl with a big red hat,
Her and Waldo
Yeah.
are friends.
and
She's a
that's
master thief.
and that's as much as I know about that dude.
She steals
dude.
things, like, she'll steal Stonehenge, or she'll steal the Washington Monument.
I'm happy for her. She must have the biggest pockets ever.
She has a
She
bag
does.
of holding.
But in the video game, you had to track her down using deductive clues and knowing your geography and knowing your history and that sort of thing. And PBS did a game show adaptation
Huh.
with a rockin' theme song by Rockapella.
Yeah, it was after
Yeah.
my time.
This solidifies Ro's lead. I'm not sure you guys will be able to come back and beat her unless, with question 18, you start a real turnaround rally. What fantasy and horror anthology series created by Steven Spielberg, ran from 1985 to 1987. Are we talking about The Outer Limits, Tales from the Crypt, Unsolved Mysteries, or Amazing Stories? Here's our first three-way split of the night. Only one person got it right, and it is Kevo.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that show.
Amazing Stories was a pretty cool show, and was it the movie that had
The movie had Costner,
one-
right? With
The
they have-
movie's pretty good. Is the one with the plane, right?
Yeah.
The dude that draws the wheels on the plane.
I picture you doing that, Omar. I picture you in the belly of the gunner, like drawing the wheels on that plane, landing that sucker.
But was it the movie that had Doc Brown with his head chopped off?
Doc
Yeah, I remember.
Brown with his head chopped off.
Wasn't there the one where like they went in, they killed him, and they chopped off his head, and then he was like still alive and chasing them around the old mansion?
It sounds
Yeah, I
like an
remember.
Amazing Stories story, but I don't think it was the movie. Maybe it was another movie. Yeah. I'll have to look that
I'd have
up.
to go back and look at that.
Yeah.
But that's the one big thing that stands out in my mind.
Listeners, if you know what that is, comment on the Facebooks, please.
Moving to the next question here, we've got question 19. It's a Good Life and Nightmare at 20,000 Feet are among what show's most famous episodes? Are we talking about Outer Limits, The Twilight Zone, Alfred Hitchcock Presents, or Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Yes.
The answer is The Twilight Zone. Omar, you got one right. Who missed it?
Me, I don't know.
You
Take my
guys,
catch up.
Is the 20,000
There's a
feet the one
comeback.
with Shatner?
There's a comeback.
Nightmare at 20,000 Feet was the one with There's Something on the Wing.
On the wing. Yes.
Oh,
actually remember that
duh.
Classic.
Wing.
Damn it.
And I think It's a Good Life. I mean, I made these questions a couple of weeks ago. I think It's a Good Life is the one where everybody dies except the one guy, and he loves books and he reads in the
Right.
library all day.
And then he steps on his
Can't remember.
glasses.
Well,
Spoilers.
spoilers.
Yeah.
Good job, the two of you. Ro, you're still in the lead. Don't worry. You've got
How many
about
more questions do we
1,800
have?
on them still. We're on question 20 of 30, and now we have Crichton, Aaron, Dargo, Pilot, Rigel, and Chiana travel on a living ship in what series? Is this Gene Roddenberry's Andromeda,
Wow.
Babylon 5, The 100, or Farscape?
Wow.
I only saw like 70% of this series.
Fuck!
Bro, what's happening? It's falling
I
apart.
never saw this.
It's falling apart
shitty
over there.
show.
Look, I like Farscape, which is the correct answer. I watched an awful lot of it, again, in college. And it's got the Jim Henson flavor to it. How can you not like the Jim Henson flavor?
I never ended up seeing any of this.
The whole story about the ship was pretty sad though.
Yeah? What was it, like Mass Effect? Like, what was the deal?
Well, it was like at some point it was like bred and like sold for slavery or something like that, right?
Yes. It was like used against its will, I guess, as a military vessel.
Okay. As opposed to Mass Effect, in which the ship was an entity that was enslaving its occupants. It's the opposite way around.
Depending on how you look at it, for a large part of Farscape, they're kind of trapped on the ship.
Hmm.
It's pretty interesting. It's almost like Firefly crossed with Star Wars a little bit, because there's a Darth Vader that chases them around the galaxy, but at the same time, like I said, heavy on the Muppets.
Yeah. But they were good Muppets.
Good Muppets. Well done. All right, so Ro, yeah, Kevo's right behind you. He's nipping at your heels now. Time for question 21. Unlike its movie predecessor, it focused on Duncan MacLeod of the Scottish clan MacLeod. Are we talking about Highlander the series, Tech War, Sliders, or The Pretender? Everybody got this one right. I would expect nothing less, since we did indeed watch Highlander 2 for a movie night.
Yeah, I took a while.
Bad memories, man. Such bad
The
memories.
original Highlander's so good still. So good.
No, Kevin. no.
back and watch Highlander 3, The Magician.
The
You
Magician.
should throw yourself from a bridge.
I think we should go back and watch Highlander 4, whatever the hell it's called.
That's the one, I believe, where Duncan and Connor come together and they pass the torch.
Oh no.
I've seen it. I've seen
Star
them
Trek
all.
Generations.
Yeah, it is, and it's just as bad.
Question 22. What actors starred in Burn Notice, Jack of All Trades, Hercules, and Xena Warrior Princess? We have Bruce Campbell, Kevin Sorbo, Jeffrey Donovan, or Lucy Lawless. Who's the common link, folks? You tell me. Two of you have hit the buzzer. Okay, now 3. Oh, somebody missed it. It's Omar. Now the correct answer is Bruce Campbell. He's the common thread, but Omar, you chose Kevin Sorbo.
Yeah, because I've never watched Burn Notice or Jack of All Trades.
Burn Notice is fun.
And I know Kevin Sorbo is in both Hercules and Xena.
Good guess then. Good, I should say, informed decision making.
I liked those shows.
Did you?
A
You know,
lot.
they get
More
a
than
bad
anyone
rap.
should.
Those are the kind of shows that people need to accept for what they are, not what they want them to be.
They're basically cartoons in live action form.
Yeah, but they were fun.
Next question here. To date, what fairy tale character has not appeared on ABC's Once Upon a Time? Are we talking Elsa, Snow White, Prince Charming, or Jasmine? The correct answer is Jasmine.
Fuck!
Roe misses out on this one. Both Kevin and Omar got it correct.
Quick
Good job,
question.
dude.
Do you watch the show, Jason?
What is ABC's Once Upon a Time?
Imagine that Stephen King wrote a story about a little town in Maine that was taken over by a witch, but now imagine that Disney actually made the TV series about it, and you kind of have that. It's like all the storybook characters from old fairy tales come to life in this town.
Yeah, and one of the Beastie Boys is involved with making it. It's weird. Did you watch any of this, Jason?
I watched the first 4 or 5 episodes with Rylan before she lost interest, because we thought that there would be a lot more fairy tailing.
It's pretty dark fairy tailing, though. A lot of it's like the original fairy tailing. Like, as in Peter Pan is
and-
a guy who kidnaps kids and steals their youth and kills them when they get too old and that sort of thing.
I'm okay with the darkness. It's really the fairy tale to soap opera ratio that I wasn't happy with, because Rylan's 4.
Yeah.
She just wanted to see Elsa. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's not
Yeah.
not in any way a kid's show.
So we turned it off.
Just let it go.
Roe. Kevin's only
Barely.
125 points
I
behind you.
know. Missing that question sucks.
This question could be the difference. He could
I
dethrone
can
you.
still win. I can still win.
What team?
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry. What term used to describe supernatural beings in the show Lost Girl? What term is used to describe supernatural beings in the Canadian show Lost Girl? Are we talking fae, fairies, darklings, or Gaians?
That's a handicap. That's not fair.
Yeah, seen a few of those.
I thought about Faye, but I just...
A lot of that's filmed around here, right around here.
So, Kevin, you've seen quite a bit of this, and the correct answer, by the way, is fae.
Correct.
Not fair.
Yeah, Jason, I assume you've seen some of this. It's got all the
I've seen a
elements
few-
you like a pretty girl who has powers.
Yeah, it sure does. She's very attractive. But look, I got really bitched out by Allison Downing about this show.
What?
We talked about it briefly on Remote Patrol,
What'd she say?
and she said that it was a terrible show that treats women horribly and really is bad when it comes to the LGBTQ thing.
How? I mean, I honestly, she may be entirely right, but I've not seen enough of this to judge.
I think she made a pretty damn good argument. So
Okay,
you might want to go listen to Remote Patrol.
fair enough.
There's an advertisement.
Did you do this like
Um,
actual show as one of your headliners, or was it just a by the by?
No, it was an act. We did, I think, 3 episodes about it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, we haven't done that show for quite some time because of Allison's work schedule. Like a couple of years now, Rich and I switched over and we said, well, Allison, until she gets a different job, we're going to do just Remote Patrol Trust No One, all about the X-Files, which is a different feed. So you can go back and listen to all the old Remote Patrol episodes. They're all still on SoundCloud, or they're all still streaming through iTunes. You can get them all there. Just don't be thrown by the fact that they're all pretty old at this point.
Fair enough.
Next question. Here we are. Kevo, you're in the lead, by the way.
Booyah.
17 to 12.
Came from
And
behind.
Roe is behind you at 16,385. Omar trailing at 13,598. Now, Omar can still come from behind.
I'm still in it.
Mathematically, you can do this. Question 25. On Fox, Lucifer is the literal devil on vacation from hell.
Uh-oh.
What business does he run on Earth? Does he run a strip club, a nightclub, an assassin's guild, or a drug cartel? Now, Omar, you don't have to choose drug cartel just out of loyalty to your homeland.
Damn it, Rochelle. This is
Oh no, it's all
Vocals.
going terribly wrong.
what
Rochelle
show is
Mantanona.
this?
It's called
What show? What is this? What show is
Lucifer.
this?
Lucifer.
The show
Fuck,
is
I have
Lucifer.
never heard this show. This is garbage TV.
It's not supposed to be pretty good, actually.
I don't believe it. It's fucking
I've
garbage.
watched the first season.
Have you?
And it's not good, but it's not bad. It's just enough genre candy to be palatable.
It's up there.
It's like something sweet you can watch to fall asleep to.
I noticed it's consistently in the Pirate Bay top 100 things that are downloaded. For whatever that's worth.
Look, it has a pretty girl, right?
Okay.
And it's got a guy with a lot of charisma.
Yeah.
And it's got the old castle formula. You know, the two people who are paired together who don't want to be together, but they have chemistry.
Okay.
It's got that. Ro, by the way, what's up with Castle? It's
I
coming
already
to
got
an
canceled.
end.
Yeah, because Kate Beckett, the two females don't want to be part of it, and the writers just canceled it. I don't know. I haven't watched any of this really of the new season, so kind of.
It's been going for so
See,
People
long.
still care about Castle?
Huh?
People still care about that show?
Yeah.
It
What
gets
I
a lot
heard
of
is
eyeballs.
that Stanya Katic cannot stand Nathan Fillion. They can't be in the same room.
That sounds
What?
like urban legendary, sir.
I don't know. I read it on a very reliable Answers.com article on Facebook.
Well, then I withdraw my statement then.
In case it was not said, which I don't think it was, the answer to this question was he runs a nightclub. Kevin and Omar got this one correct. Ro, you chose strip club, which, hey, you know what? If Lucifer the devil is going to run a business, it might as well be a strip club.
I would think
Yeah, but it's network, right?
Exactly.
They're not about
Fox.
to show naked girls.
It's on Fox, you're right. Coming into the final few questions here, this is 26 of 30. Kristen Kruk played what romantic interest for Clark Kent on the WB's Smallville? Is it Lois Lane, Lana Lang, Kara Zor-El, or Jezebel Jet? Man, this one was too easy for you, apparently. Everybody
Would have
got,
been a bit creepy.
everybody got Lana Lang. Yes, it's not his cousin, Kara.
Is Jezebel Jet a thing, or did you make that up?
Jezebel Jet was an old Batman girlfriend.
Wow. She must have been the bad girl. Name like that.
She was, I think, French, but she was a playgirl to Bruce Wayne's Playboy.
Huh.
And did she have a secret alter ego?
I mean, not that I know of.
Now that we care.
Yes, that's digging pretty far back into the 60s. Although I think she's been resurrected a couple times in some of the new books. Whatever. Next question. Adult Swim's The Venture Brothers is primarily a spoof of what 1960s cartoon? Doc Savage, Scooby-Doo Where Are You, Super Friends, or Johnny Quest? 3 answers, and all 3 got Johnny Quest. Well done.
Of course.
Now, at this late in the game, though, the question becomes, who's getting them the fastest? And I think that one went to Kevin, because he shows a big balloon in the lead. 1970.
Okay,
I
Kevin's
took a
face is
minute to
frozen
mull
on
on
my
that
computer.
one. I've decided that slow is smooth and smooth is fast in this game.
Next question. He is the common link between Twin Peaks, Portlandia, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and The Librarian. Our potential answers are David Lynch, Clark Gregg, Kyle MacLachlan, and Kumail Nanjiani. 2, count them, 2 of you have gotten this question right. The correct answer is Kyle MacLachlan. Omar?
I only know who David Lynch is, and I know he did Twin Peaks. So
Again, a
There
well-informed
you go.
decision, but the incorrect one. Kyle MacLachlan stars in all of them. He was Agent Is it Agent Carter in Twin Peaks? Dale Carter.
No, I think you're thinking of Agent Carter.
I don't know. I've not seen Twin Peaks since like 1996.
Yeah.
That's wrong. I haven't seen Twin Peaks since like 1999. Whatever.
What, it was
I
on in
don't
like
think I can win this anymore.
it was on in like 91
yeah.
or something.
Yeah, you're pretty much mathematically eliminated
Unless
here.
like Kevin misses the next.
Unless I get a
two
heart attack
and
at this
I
point.
win the next two, then yeah.
With 10 seasons, it holds the record for longest continuously running U.S. sci-fi TV series. Is it Stargate SG-1, Stargate Atlantis, Star Trek The Next Generation, or Star Trek Deep Space Nine? Everybody rang in. 2 people got it right. 1 person got it wrong.
Please get wrong, Kevin.
Sorry, girl.
Nope.
Damn
Right.
it!
Star Treks are 7 seasons each, right? So Atlantis.
That's true.
I don't know how long Atlantis was, so it had to
I
be.
wouldn't know that.
Damn it.
Atlantis lasted
Stargate went for so
4
long?
years?
Yeah, I went for 10 years and then Atlantis came out.
So, Ro, you have a Stargate podcast.
Yes.
This was kind of unfair to throw into the mix, I suppose. But hey,
You had a Canadian one, so shut it.
There you go.
we're not going to penalize you for having a deep, deep passion where sci-fi is concerned. Let's see. I'm going to hit the next button and see how the standings changed. Nope. Kevin's still in the lead by about 1,700 points.
1667.
You cannot win, Ro.
I know I cannot win.
Kevin wins tonight. Let's do the
Bullshit,
last question for the hell of it.
question.
What A-Team star went on to play Lieutenant Reginald Barclay in Star Trek The Next Generation? George Peppard, Dwight Schultz, Mr. T, or Dirk Benedict? Omar, don't even think about hitting Mr. T. And
The answer is from MacGyver.
Oh,
or Mr.
victory lap.
T.
Victory
Of course I
lap.
did, man. Come on.
so Dwight Schultz is the correct answer. Good job,
Murdoch. Howlin' Mad Murdoch.
Kevin. And Omar, you chose Mr. T, which means, Ro, you chose Dirk
I don't
Benedict.
fucking know.
Dirk Face? Come on, Face, man.
I don't care.
Who was
I really don't care.
He was in
he was in
Battlestar.
Yes, Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah, the original one? Yeah, exactly.
Indeed. I couldn't come up with it. All I could think of was Buck Rogers. And I was like, no, that's not right.
Close. Close.
Okay, so the final standings here tonight are Kevin, 22,583, Ro, 20,019, and Omar, 16,368. Well done, everybody.
Thank
I don't
you.
care.
Thank you.
It's Mr. T.
Kevin, you got 25 correct and 5 incorrect. That's not too bad. That's a pretty good night for anybody on ATW9K.
I should say so, yeah.
Look at that. I'm in the top 5, motherfucker.
You're in the top.
There's only three,
Well done.
dude.
Omar, you go tell your
I don't
mom.
care. The app says I'm in top 5. That has to be a good thing.
Well, peeps, we have a couple more things that I want to take care of here tonight before we go and play some Overwatch. The first thing being, review Overwatch. So first of
Go
all,
play
thank you very much, Ro, for buying Overwatch for all of us.
You're welcome. This is
That
what
was a very
happens.
nice and very expensive thing to do.
Bless
No,
your
it's
heart.
not expensive at all, dude. I've been I actually make a decent amount of money to where I'm like, what do I do with this money?
Yeah, but
Save it.
you just paid
Pay some
$120 for us all to play a game.
Yeah,
That's a
whatever.
lot.
Actually, I donate Omar's stuff. I donate it to South King County Animal Rescue. So there you go.
Wow.
Well, why don't you pat yourself on the back for giving to charity?
I am awesome. So yeah, pat on the back. I got expendable income. I got another bear due.
We've been playing Overwatch a little bit together in fits and starts. I suck at it. I think
Well,
the rest of
you
you probably
don't
blow
play
me
it.
away.
I
You
think
don't play with us.
I think we all kind of suck at it because we're just starting and we're used to like TF2. We're used to being pretty good at something.
No, Rowan and I are bomb at this game.
Yeah, I don't know what to talk about. I'm pretty good at it. I know.
Yeah.
Oh my god, support classes
They
are
really are.
so much fun.
I think, is it fair to describe the game as being Team Fortress 2, but without a lot of the stuff that unbalances Team Fortress 2?
It's TF2 with
Meet
legal
some mobile.
characters.
It's TF2
That's all
with
it is.
amazing animation. I mean, TF2 now is what, 5 years old? Like, how old is that?
2007, so that would be 9 years old.
9 years old. Goodness me, and it's still
Wow.
all that well played. So hats off to TF2, since
Trivia.
hats is most of what you do in TF2 these days.
Orange box.
But yeah, it's like that with like very, very modernized animation and technology, and lots of people to choose from.
Yeah, I mean, you can't. There's a little bit of trolling in the game, but it's only with certain things. I mean, it doesn't last that long, and there's no. You don't really see any of the stupid teabagging stuff, and people don't really talk shit, which is good. I have yet to
People
see.
don't really talk.
Yeah, I just like it because it's just fun, and so far, Blizzard they're heavy on if you have a certain kind of mod, they'll fucking ban you like no other. So, we don't see. I have yet to see any bots. So no, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, so we're all playing the PC version, obviously.
The correct version to play a
The
first-person
correct
shooter.
version, as God intended. But yeah, no, it's a ton of fun. Would you say it's kind of in a lot of ways easier than TF2? Wouldn't you say it's a little bit, because it is on consoles and stuff, like it's kind of dumbed down a little bit.
It has its own strategy. No, it's not dumbed down.
Okay.
It has its own strategy.
It's one of those easy to learn, tough to master things.
I don't know, Omar.
Yeah.
I hate to disagree with you, but I'm kind of in the Kevin camp on this one. It feels dumbed down. Not easier to play. It feels dumbed down, though. It doesn't feel like there's quite as much depth to it.
Well, there's the thing where there's no ammo to hunt for, and you don't have to really preserve your ammunition, but it adds to the quickness of the game,
It is,
and it adds
quicker.
to the flow of the game.
Mm-hmm.
I like the enforcement. I mean,
I think it's a more polished version of what Team Fortress 2 is.
yeah. I mean,
It's
and
just streamlined,
It's
and
9
that's
years
it.
later as well. I wonder what TF2 would do if they released TF3, but there that is. It's kind of a crowded market now. It's also, I mean, you mentioned mods and stuff like that. Like, TF2 has a lot of mods on their servers and things. Blizzard has locked everything down, so you have strictly enforced small teams. It was like 6-on-6. And
Yeah,
Vanilla.
66.
strictly enforced, like, respawn times and all that. And I appreciate that. I know you guys might not, but I kind of do.
I'm fine with it. And the word is that they're supposed to be nerfing the cowboy guy, but I haven't heard that yet. But I think everyone has their ultimates are good enough to be able to be good and enjoyable, and at the same time they're not too powerful, in my opinion. As long
I
as you don't
think
look for the class
all
right.
of them are OP. Really,
All of them
all
are
of the
OP.
characters
Yeah.
Well,
seem OP.
it's like that thing I linked on. Well, I
That was
posted on
hilarious.
Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone's pretty much OP except
Yeah.
for Zenyatta.
Except Zenigata.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The ultimate, like, just for those who don't know, I mean, if you play, it's basically Team Fortress 2, but everybody gets an Uber that you can hit after 2 minutes, and it makes you incredibly powerful for a very, very short amount of time. And I mean, one of the things that Team Fortress
It's
often
not only
has-
after 2 minutes.
It's just after staying alive in the game and using it, like either firing your weapon
Yeah.
or using whatever abilities you have.
Right. So one of the frustrating
it
things that some
adds
of these games can do is there can be like bottlenecks that get really well dug in, and you can't get by them. So these Ubers are very efficient ways of allowing everybody to push through these bottlenecks. That's kind of a nice thing as well.
And at the same time though, as long as you know everyone whenever they do their Uber, the character actually ends up saying something, and everyone knows that. So whenever you hear "fire in the hole" or "die," that means get the hell out of the way.
Justice
To the
from
Junkrat
above.
with his ripped tire, or Reaper with his like spinny fiery gun, or with his Hanu,
Or
that's with Kree. Yeah. So you have to, I mean, while it's a little bit, you know about it, because like if you see and my Uber with Junkrat with a rib tire has been easily managed. Like you just kill the tire before it gets to you.
Shoot it down. Yeah, you just
Yeah.
shoot it down.
So it's just a matter of knowing how to play it.
I think that there are an awful lot of pluses to the game, especially if you're looking to get in and get out quickly. But at the same time, I think that the enforced time limits on all the maps really kill a lot of the fun that could potentially happen.
In
Like
what
one of the
regard?
things in Team Fortress 2, one of the things that I like is playing a map that has like an hour time limit on it, and you can keep on spawning, and it's about kill counts, and it's about getting in there and capturing the intelligence. And if you're a good player, then you can go on a run for 20 minutes where you're pyro behind the scenes, hunting for spies, or you can really spend a lot of time collaborating with other players to like lock down a certain area with turrets.
I think they'll include. I think they
That's
might do that
actually-
down the road. But not. Yeah,
No, that's actually, they said that they actually did that on purpose.
Yeah, I
Because they
believe
don't
it.
want to base it on kill counts.
That's it. They're
They don't
more
want to base it on
objective-based.
a single person's achievement. They want to
And
promote teamwork.
And I understand that, but at the same time, there's something to be said for having a little bit more time to stop and think and collaborate with your players and think about doing something really fun that you haven't done 100 times before.
But no,
And
we've
having
actually.
only played this game for about 5 hours so far, it feels like I have done everything that all the characters can do.
No, I think Jason, it's because you haven't really played a good collaboration with a certain number of people. I actually played a 6-player game with people I knew, and while we weren't fully talking on mics and everything, we still collaborated, and we would just demolish people, because like we'd say in chat like, okay, we need this, go ahead and do this comp, and it was a blast. So I think maybe because we're going to be playing tonight, maybe we'll have better communication to see what we're going to do, and maybe I think you might enjoy it.
I hear what you're saying, Jason. And as we've played TF2 together, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm always more of the sort of objective-based, like I'm about the flag, I'm about delivering the payload, whatever. You tend to enjoy more like getting the kills, shooting as many people as you can. And I think that this game is more of the former than the latter. Would you agree?
To a certain degree, I like achieving the goals, but I like doing it with style, and especially since there are only a limited number of maps, you like doing things in a way that you've never done them before. Like you were talking earlier, Kevin, about remember that time that we all went medics, everybody on the team, the entire team, all
Yes.
15 people all went medics. Haha, wasn't that awesome?
It was.
You have time and leisure and the stateliness of a game like TF2 where you can actually do something like that and have fun with it. And it doesn't feel like you have the leisure to do that in Overwatch, because it's all like just get to the point, get to the capture point, get to the capture point.
Yeah,
So,
there's this
I don't know.
arcade mode, and I guess they're meant to explore mixing it up a bit with that. You think? I don't know. I haven't even played arcade mode, so
Yeah, but
Arcade mode so
also
far.
the game is very new to have variation on the meta, right? So
Right.
you have to give it a little bit more time for it to develop, so you can start seeing this like weird stuff popping up, right?
Well, I've already seen people all say, hey, let's do a full Reinhardt team. So we'll see if that goes.
Well, so far, Omar and I have been watching the videos, and I highly recommend them. It's basically a little backstory for some of the things so far that they have, and good little animation sequences and backstories. So you should definitely watch those too if you play the game.
I do feel like
Widowmakers is my favorite.
I do feel like they don't have quite the character that the TF2 characters have. Like, the Heavy has all of his catchphrases that everybody has said for years and years and years now. But do any of the characters have catchphrases for Overwatch?
But again,
Die.
yeah,
ish.
but again, Team Fortress has been here for like 9 years.
That's
I
true.
know,
And
but they're they're
just
gonna-
the sheer popularity of the characters, even before the beta was public, makes me think that it's gonna be even more iconic than Team Fortress 2.
I'm not.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know if
Well,
I'll
maybe.
go that far, but I do think this game's got crazy legs. We're gonna be playing this in 5 years.
Yeah, and plus, you guys haven't been paying attention on my Twitter because Overwatch TXT.
Who reads
Twitter-
Twitter, man?
Cool people. Like I've been tweeting a bunch of funny play of the game that they made. Oh, they're so hilarious. People have been making funny videos for play of the games and art, and it's all over Tumblr.
That's
all over
another good
Twitter.
part over the TF2 is the play of the game, right? Where it goes back and it picks someone, and there's an algorithm
Yeah,
for
but
it.
it's
Sometimes the
kinda
algorithm's
bullshit right now,
awesome,
'cause-
sometimes the algorithm's broken, but I do like that part.
Yeah, it's always bad.
Favorite characters, Kevin, go.
On Overwatch?
On Overwatch.
Well,
No, favorite television characters.
Okay, I'm glad you
That's
asked.
what we're talking about.
It's Lost Girl, the Fae.
No,
No.
it's gonna be 5 hours of Kevin talking about some stupid British show.
I don't know. I go back and I go back to
One
Bastion
character.
a lot because
Yeah, you play Bastion.
I mean I'm good at it and I'm partial to it, but I try to deviate as much as I can. But then I suck at whoever I try, and then I go back to Bastion and get a lot of. So Bastion is this robot, and he can transform into a bunch of crap, including a Sentry, which is kind of OP, and which will no doubt be toned down over time. So there that is.
Bastion's my go-to character as well, so I'm just going to bandwagon jump onto your answer. Omar, yours?
May.
May and to
May's
explain
the
who
one that's...
She's a Chinese Eskimo.
Chinese Eskimo. I don't think she's
Chinese Eskimo?
Is she?
No, she speaks Chinese.
Oh,
She speaks
okay.
Chinese.
No, it's not. Is it Chinese that she's?
It's Mandarin.
Is it?
Yeah, she speaks some sort. I'm pretty sure because like the cool thing is the characters who are actually
I thought she was gonna be
they speak foreign languages.
Inuit.
Yeah, I thought she'd be Inuit, but they're
No,
Yeah, but I
she's-
thought
Let me look it up.
she would speak.
She's a
Inuit.
scientist. She's a scientist, and Mei Ling Zhao. She's Chinese.
Okay, there you go.
Told you.
So, yeah,
Before
I like
anybody
her.
gets really pissy and upset, Eskimo is the preferred term in the United States, especially in Alaska, and
Inuit.
in Canada, Inuit is the preferred term, even though it's not always technically correct.
Okay.
But no, Mei is awesome on defense.
Thing is, I like May, and I also like Roadhog.
Roadhog. See, there's characters you like because of their character, and then there's characters you like because you're good at them. And Roadhog is awesome just to look at and to see in his glory.
But you can't use him, is what you're saying.
bad
is
at
that you
him.
suck at him.
I'm bad at
man.
him.
No, I'm not bad with him.
Ro, your favorite character?
Well, I was always playing Mercy. She's too squishy.
Do not,
What
do
does
not
squishy
say it,
mean?
Ro.
But, well, she only has
No.
200 health.
Yeah,
no.
I don't care. I don't care if it's not Mercy, but just don't
I'm
say
not,
what I
I'm
think.
not
you're
gonna say him. I'm not gonna say him. No,
Okay,
definitely. Mercy's fun for healing. Straight up, and also giving people a damage bonus. But yeah, May's fun. Junkrat. I also like Junkrat a lot. But now, what's the girl's name? The Indian girl with the portals. She's now becoming one of my favorites on defense. 'cause she's really
Symmetra.
good.
Sinestra or
Sinestro.
She-
Yeah, Sinestro.
Symmetra. But yeah,
Yeah, Ro, you've been really helping us out with that whole resurrect thing lately. Like that, we've all been like dying on the point.
my goal.
Yeah.
So a Mercy. I was playing with Omar. A Mercy got the play of the game. My goal is to get Mercy play of the game. That is like my life goal right now. So whenever I hear like die,
Team
or
Res.
or fire in the hole, I want to see how many people die so I can like instant res them. I'm like, is my ability up? I'm like, come on, 5 people die, so I can just res them.
You're hoping your team dies. That's what you're hoping.
Yes, I want that play of the game. There is Mercies have gotten play of the game, but it's like few and far between.
You know, Ro, this is really interesting because I remember many, many years ago when we started playing Team Fortress 2. First of all, that was your first-person shooter that you would play. You were all like, no, it makes me sick to play first-person shooters.
No, our first one was Left 4 Dead. I was
Oh,
getting
was
sick.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we played
Okay.
that together first.
All right, I thought it was TF.
And I was trying to get
but
you
I do
guys into
remember. I do remember when we started, you would always play the healer every
Yeah.
single time you were medic class, and now Overwatch comes along and you're starting up with the medic class.
Yeah, because it's
'Cause
no one
support is fun.
Support's fun. No one plays it, and I'm good at support because I know exactly how to just play it. And the thing is, with Mercy, they make support way more fun with healing because if they're full of health, just use the right click and to give them double bonus. But yeah, that instant res is just way too cool. As long as long as my people protect me, you're like, okay, watch their sixes.
Uh-huh.
So overall, the review on Overwatch here is the awesomest game ever or the awesomest game ever.
Extremely
Awesomest
positive.
game ever.
A++ would play
Pixar
again
TF2.
tonight.
Really interesting because until Ro offered to buy it, I had zero interest in it. The
Really?
only context that I had for it was that it was on cups at Taco Bell.
Really?
I did not.
It was?
I actually did not want to buy it because I knew I was gonna just spend so much time playing this thing.
Taco Bell sounds good.
Oh, Taco Bell does sound good. I might have to make a run for the border.
I'm not
Dude.
gonna go get some.
What are you gonna do
Omar,
when they
if
put
you
a
take
wall
a run
there?
for the border, do you end up in the United States? I don't understand your geography.
At some point, after crossing 7 borders, I think.
Hey, I crossed your border
8
this
borders?
weekend on Sunday night on a whim.
You crossed into Taco Bell Land, Costa
No,
Rica?
I went to bloomin' New York State to buy a bicycle, to buy 2 bicycles even. So
And they let you in?
they did, baby. I said I'm coming in.
I thought Canadians were high on the terror alert.
Yeah, they will be.
Remember, he has a Brit passport.
That's why I had to get in there before Donald Trump got elected, before you guys build that wall up here.
So Overwatch is positive. I've got one more thing that I want to I got one more thing I want to tackle tonight, and that's a letter from Sydney Shieletto, who's been a fan of the show for quite some time and a friend on Facebook. She says, "Hi Jason, I just listened to you, Ro, and Rick talk about Captain America: Civil War, and was just struck by how different my interpretation of Captain America as a character in the movies is to yours. You all described him as someone who follows the rules and listens to the chain of command, which when you look at the 3 Captain America movies, I don't see that as the case." And she goes to outline how he lied about his enrollment, and he was ready to follow the rules in the army just because he was going to betray the senator, and you know, he turned into a propaganda piece to raise war bonds. And even in the war, he went against orders to save Bucky. Then in The Winter Soldier, he puts his trust into another government organization only to have it betrayed by learning S.H.I.E.L.D. was Hydra all along. Then in Civil War, he bucks the system again. So she says, that's not to say he is right. I actually think that the Accords wouldn't be a terrible thing if Ross wasn't in charge, but while you said that Tony's arc has been to be this libertarian who then changes to wanting government oversight, Cap's arc has been the opposite, to the point where he doesn't trust government agencies anymore. He's seen too many times how giving over control over his actions hurt others, and he won't let that happen again. So
But
she
he's an
apologizes.
hybrid agent. Anyways.
Well, that's what she's transitioning to here. She apologizes for the long email, but I did ask for people to respond if they disagreed with me about how Steve Rogers was characterized. So, fair enough. Thought I'd throw that out there with Sydney. And then she says, sadly, I don't have any trivia questions for you, but as it has been blowing up on my Twitter and other social media sites, I'm curious to ask your opinion on the clickbait that is the new Captain America relaunch. Now, I don't think that any of us are religious Captain America readers. Is that fair?
Completely fair.
Yeah, religious is, not a,
I
accurate
actually
word.
don't like the character.
So what do you think about the writer's decision to make Captain America a Hydra agent all along?
It is not a new concept, as I've found out. They've done it a couple of times before, and it's probably not going to be a permanent thing.
Yeah, it'll be
And
fake.
they're probably going to backtrack immediately.
Yeah, I hope that this isn't a disappointing verdict that we're all going to throw down on, but I think, our apathy for the actual books aside, I think we all are kind of adult enough to know that this is what comic books do.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They take the thing that you expect and then turn it upside down for the sake of drama.
Did you read any of the books, Jason?
I did quite some time ago, but I haven't done any of the modern ones.
I'm still
like
a
I would
little
say
confused.
in 5 years.
I think Omar's like the most read in the universe. Maybe I'm confused. How is he about after the events of Civil War?
I had no interest on Civil War. I haven't even read it.
I thought you would. I thought because you usually read like the events. You usually like get into a big event and get in there, right? Or am I mischaracterizing?
Yeah, but this one didn't. I don't know. I didn't really care much for it. I don't like all these like bullshit events where they try to change the status quo of things just because they need to stir up some shit.
They need to stir up,
just
yeah,
to
and
make-
they need to get a
Sell
lot of
more
cross
things,
pollination. They need to have
they
events.
because they've killed Captain America.
So who
They revived him.
is he
now he's
revived?
part
Like
of
right now?
Hydra.
Is it Steve Rogers as Captain America right
Yeah,
now?
Steve Rogers.
Okay.
He's been old. He's been young again. It's just. That's why I just do one-offs now. I only like the one-offs and some of the traits that are coming out of like Batman and stuff like that.
So, Kevin, you're right. Captain America died at the end of Civil War, and then the Falcon was Captain America for a while, and then they did Captain America Reborn, and they resurrected him. So, that's what they always do with comic book characters. You don't have a saleable character like Captain America and leave him dead.
Is he saleable?
That-
Are his comics
the-
actually selling?
that-
I know his movies do well, but
At this point, the books are just advertisements for the movies, I think.
Yeah.
Right?
I
Is that
guess.
fair to say?
Pretty much.
Because the
Death of
movies were
Superman
making it bank.
Death of Superman completely killed comics. I think it was a bad thing for comics
Because it wasn't permanent.
because it wasn't permanent. Yeah.
But for the first time, people were interested in Superman. Ironically,
Yeah,
he was dead
right.
at the time, but
It would have been way better for comics if he would have stayed dead.
Omar, you didn't like Blue Electric Superman?
I don't even know what that is.
After Superman died, there was a whole bunch of Superman like
Of
reincarnations.
course, yeah, like the Steel Dude and the Fire Kid and
Yeah.
but that was just
The Steel Dude, as we all know, played by Shaquille O'Neal.
yes.
There's a potential movie night.
oh no.
We can watch Steel. It's a movie starring Shaquille O'Neal. Hey guys, I'm Steel.
Can we watch Last Starfighter instead? Roe was requesting
Yes.
No.
Roe asked for The Last Starfighter, and
No, I did not.
it. She just
Starfighter
put up
she
one
would get.
finger saying, "I'd like to order one of those, please."
no kidding. It will happen.
Yeah, I'm down.
She has absolutely no reason to be upset. It's an excellent movie, and we will all love it. Or else.
Yeah.
I think that's where we're going to end here tonight while we are all still friends.
Yes, please do.
Catch us on SoundCloud. Catch us on iTunes. Catch us on Facebook at facebook.com/ATW9K. Catch us on Twitter at ATW9K. Catch Simply Syndicated at simplysyndicated.com. There's lots of other podcasts there that you can go and listen to. They're made by our friends and peeps that we like. And if you have $1 and you want to support us, it costs a little bit more than $1, but subscribe to Simply Everything, which will get you all the shows going all the way back prior to where the feeds end at this moment. It's literally thousands of hours of content from people that are interested in geeky things like you. So that's it for tonight. We'll see everybody next time on the Atomic Trivia War 9000.
See ya.
Cheerio.
Bye.
Bye.